All right. All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Once again, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the hopeful elect. Now, I'm just doing this video real quick because I happened to come across a video. Obviously, you're probably going to see in the title, but it was just talking about how pork is bad for you and all the negative health effects. And of course, a lot of people know it. It's been brought out now. But a lot of people know that pork is bad for you. But there's some Israelites who, and I know a few personally, they know that pork is, is forbidden. It's against the law, but maybe they don't know the exact reasons. Maybe they don't know the exact things it does to your body. Because there's a reason why it's in the law. Like Apostle Dahar says, the law is based off common sense. It's common sense, two men not to sleep with each other because they can't produce life. It's common sense not to eat swine or pig because it can do nothing but degrade your body, nothing but destroy you. And I'm just going to play a video real quick going into that so you can see all the negative health benefits it has. Like I said, I came across this video, and I'm also going to go into why we started eating a lot of pig or chitlin specifically in the first place. All right, but first I'm going to play this video. It's only 2 minutes. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Just going to play a little bit so you can, get the point. All right.
See what happens inside your body when you eat pork, and learn why you should avoid it. After this video, please leave us a comment. The consumption of pork is forbidden in some religions. Pigs are the animals that consume the most disgusting things you can imagine, such as spoiled foods, feces, and urine. The worst thing is that the toxins they consume cannot be eliminated from their bodies, so they actually accumulate in their organs and fat. Yersinia enterocoliticae represents a dangerous contaminant which can be present in the pig's body. It causes diarrhea, vomiting, cramps, fever, and sickness. Ractopamine is another microorganism found in animals' body which can even cause death. Loss of appetite and contamination issue can be caused by Neosolium, found in the pig's intestines. Fever, myalgia, malaise, and edema can be also caused by the parasitic roundworm Trichinella. Chills, sweating, and migraine are usually caused by the meningococcal infection. Nausea and fatigue is often caused by the hepatitis E viral irritation.
All right, so you see all the shit that is saying that is inside a pig and how it can destroy you, and it's lists nothing good, and it won't for the rest of the video because there's nothing good eating a pig will bring to you. All right, that's why the Lord gave us this law. For this, it's for us, to help our bodies. But yet you got a lot of Jake out there that still ignorantly eat it because it tastes good. All right, and like I said, a lot of people may know, but there's still some out there that don't know. All right, so this video is to them, the hopeful elect. Because you got to come back. First and foremost, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, because it's not all about the law, but we should be doing our best to keep the law to the best of our ability. Although it's impossible to keep it 100%, this is one of the laws that, to the best of our ability, we can keep. All right, we don't eat pork purposefully unless we're tricked by a devil or somebody. All right, so I'm just going to play a little bit more of the video so you can, see more of
The intestinal parasites in pigs need to be destroyed in order to avoid all of these health issues. By cooking the pork at high temperatures, you can destroy them. Products which can be eaten raw mustn't be put with raw pork. After touching the raw pork, do not forget to wash your hands, and when you buy pork meat, make sure it has no medications, antitoxins, ractopamine, and chemicals in it. However, the doubt about this meat still exists even when the pork is properly cooked because these animals consume many substandard foods. You can increase the risk of many diseases by consuming pork. In the production of pork meat, pigs from factory are those generally used. But many factory farms do not offer clean air for pigs, sufficient sunlight and clean pastures. They give pigs medications and anti-infection agents as food instead of green grass, which make them grow and age faster. As we've already mentioned above, most of the pigs in the farms are surrounded by their vomit, feces and urine. They actually develop pneumonia before being slaughtered because their feces and urine contain ammonia. Pigs also various skin issues because of the unhealthy environment. The consumption of pork can cause many side effects. All of these are just a few conditions.
All right, and like you said, it's just a few. All right, so you Israelites out there, you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans that maybe didn't know that you shouldn't be eating pork. Well, now you know, and if you continue to eat it, it's on you. If you die because of it, because you get a certain disease, or you get very sick because of it, it's on you. All right, but you've been warned. This video is to the hopeful light. All right, so now I'm just going to get the scripture on it because it is indeed in the Bible. All right, out of the book of Deuteronomy, which is Devarim in Hebrew. Devarim, which means words, because these are the words that Moses spoke to the children of Israel. You can read that in Deuteronomy 1:1, I believe. All right, but Deuteronomy 14:8 says, and the swine, which is a pig, or wild boar, and the swine, because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcasses. All right, so we were commanded not to eat it, and I just showed the reason why, because it doesn't, it's not food. It's not something that's meant to be consumed. All right. So now that I've touched on that real quick, another thing I wanted to touch on is why a lot of our people, mainly I'm talking about you so-called blacks, why a lot of them eat pork so heavily is because, it was given to us by these heathens. And I'm going to show it in this article right here. Show a little bit in this article right here. It says, chitlins, from slave food to delicacy, the Black American kitchen. It's like it. A little under the weather. It says, I'm going to start at the history of chitlins. It says, color. All right, and I'm glad they said that instead of black people, because we are just different shades of brown. We're not black. All right. It says, most people of color believe that chitlins were invented by slaves who received the last of the unwanted meat from the annual hog killings of their slave masters. We did the best with what we had, and chitlins was one of the dishes that we made with the extras. And that is partially true. So, like the article said, that's partially true. We got the scraps and the leftovers that the so-called white man, which are known as the biblical Edomites, gave us during slavery, and those were chitlins. All right. But it's going to go into a little bit more that maybe, most people didn't know. It says, let me see. Where's that? Oh, yeah. And this is particularly true. Chitlins, as well as bacon and other pig meat, were given to slaves as leftovers. All right. However, it is important to note that chitlins and other animals' intestines were not invented by slaves or even in America at all. American black slaves, which were not black, all right, were Hebrew Israelites that went into captivity, all right, under you so-called white people because it was prophecy and we disobeyed the Lord. All right, it said American black slaves still held close to their West African heritage and rituals, which included using intestines to be sacrificed to the gods. The Hosea actually eat the intestines of chickens. So, and as you know, we're not African, all right? We don't have no heritage in Africa. We are Israelites, all right? And we keep, right now, we're coming back to our nationality, all right? Coming back to Yahweh Shem Shai, our power, and we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, all right? We keep our heritage, our certain rituals we would do, all right? Because we're Israelites, not West Africans. And it just said that, it said in rituals and rituals which included using intestines to be sacrificed to gods. And guess what? These are the gods of the other nations, of these heathens. All right. So we take on some of the characteristics of these heathens. All right. And one of those including us eating all these abominable foods. Right now I'm going into pork. The so-called white man, which is the heathen, the wicked. The so-called white man gave us pork during slavery. All right. And then we got certain we're eating pork in Africa, if we were serving those, these other gods that they were sacrificing to. All right. It says this highlights the fact that eating an animal's innards is a signature of the West African diaspora, not just an imposition of white slave owners. Please note that many, and it says, the true Africans are the Hamites, So like if I didn't say that or not, but the true Africans are the Hamites, and those were the original inhabitants over there, all right, that were sacrificing to these different gods, the intestines and whatnot of pigs and chicken. All right, so that wasn't us. Got to make that point. It says, please also note that many slave owners requested chitlins as a dish to be prepared for them because eating an animal's intestines is quite popular in Britain and France. All right, so that's these heathens, and these heathens fed us this food. All right, so that's one of the reasons why eating this garbage, that's one of the reasons why a lot of so-called blacks eat a lot of this, this garbage food, which is not even food, But I figured I'd go into that, and real quick, I'll just end it on, the scripture that comes to mind when I hear stuff like that. Psalms 106 and verse 33, it says, because they provoked his spirit so that he spake unadvisedly with his lips. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them, talking about these heathen nations, all right, these Hamites, these Edomites, all right, Ammonites. Verse 36, and they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Verse 37, yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils. All right, but the point is at 35 where it says, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. And a part of their works was eating these abominable foods, which a lot of Jakes still eat today. All right, so now that you know that, if you continue to eat these foods, it's on you. All right, any judgment that comes upon you when you eat this food, you can't be mad. All right, you can't be mad at all. All right, because if you get sick or you catch disease or cancer, all right, so a lot of the times it's because you're eating food that's not good for you, that has nothing but bad health effects. All right, so that, Lord willing, you are edified. All praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem. You are Kadash, Kahala Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. And shalom to the whole elect. Shalom.